Hey guys, it's your one and only Waka Waka Doctor here, bringing you the best of migration across the world. If you're new to my YouTube channel, I want to say welcome. Thank you very much for joining in. Make sure you subscribe and click the button down here to always know whenever I post videos. On my social media platforms, I tell you, I educate you, I inform you as to how you can move abroad to different countries, whether you want to use the job route or you want to use the academic route. So irrespective of the country you want to go to, there's a video for you. The last video I made was about a job seeker's visa, and I am doing something very similar. There are 4 countries in Europe at the moment that you can get a job seeker's visa, which enables you to go to that country and look for a job over a certain period of time. One of them is Sweden, and I've got a video that you can look up. It's titled How to Get a Job in Sweden, or How to Move to Sweden Without a Job Offer. On this episode, we'll be looking at another country with such a high reputation and has similar opportunities where you could get a job seeker's visa. You could move to that country without a job offer as well. The country, it's Germany. Germany is one of the strongest countries in Europe, one of the strongest countries in the world. What am I saying? One of the most industrialized countries in Europe, one of the most powerful countries in Europe, one of the countries with, work-friendly environments. Tuition in Germany is free, and they create immense, terrific, and absolutely good working facilities for employees. Now, as I've defined in a couple of my videos before, what is a job seeker's visa? A job seeker's visa gives you an opportunity to move to a certain country to look for a job, especially if you don't live in the EU. So people who reside in the EU do not need a visa to go to walk around or travel around the EU. But if you are from outside the EU, you're African, Asian, you need a visa. And that's why a job seeker's visa is very helpful. Even though Germany has a very low unemployment rate, they are still looking for high-skilled laborers in certain fields. Now, that of Sweden, I did mention that you need a job seeker's visa, and it gives you permission to live and look for work in Germany for about 3 to 9 months. Well, with respect to in Sweden, you need 3 to 9 months. With respect to Germany, what you need is about 6 months to get a job. And for you to be able to apply for this job seeker's visa, there is a host of things we need to talk about. We need to look at the eligibility. We need to look at the documents you need to supply. And then we'll look at how to apply for those visas. So let's go one after the other. In order for you to obtain a job seeker's visa in Germany, you need to be eligible to apply. That's why I talked about the eligibility. You also need to have all the necessary documents, and then you go to the German consulate in your country and apply for the visa. So what makes you eligible? There are several criteria you need to fulfill. Okay, you need to fulfill several criteria to be able to apply for this German seeker's visa. The first one is that you must possess a bachelor's degree or a master's degree. You must possess, compulsory. Okay, and you must have 5 years of experience in a particular field. So if you've got 3 years or 4 years, you don't qualify. You need 5 years of experience minimum in a relevant field of study. Okay, you need to have travel or medical insurance for your entire stay in Germany, and you need to show proof of sufficient funds to cover your stay while in Germany. So let's take a closer look to getting your visa. What are the documents you need to apply? Because you need to package all these documents before you apply for the visa. So what are the documents you need at hand? Of course, you need a valid visa that has been issued in the last 10 years and at least has 12 months of validity still left on it. You need three different types of passport photographs with the biometric specifications. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3 is that you need a copy of your passport data page. You need it. Number 3. Number 4 is you need a cover letter which explains the reason for your visit, how you plan to find employment, and your alternative career plans if you do not find a job. Think about it. Those 3 things must be in the cover letter. 1, what is the reason for going to Germany? 2, how do you plan to find employment in Germany? 3, any alternatives if you do not find a job within the specified period of time? You must explain it in that cover letter. The next requirement is you need a detailed CV. They need to see your CV. So you need to structure a detailed CV according to German, norm. So it has to take the German format. The next thing you need is a diploma of your degree, okay, as well as any certificates that you've gotten during your work experience. You need proof of accommodation in Germany. You need bank statements, okay? If you have a sponsor in Germany, then you don't need bank statements. You need a formal obligation letter from that sponsor stating that they can look after you while you're staying in Germany. It's called a formal obligation letter. There's a German name for it, but I don't want to break my teeth, so I'm not going to go through the stress. If you're unable to provide that letter, then a bank statement of 6 months would suffice. You also need a proof of personal status in your home country. They want to know who you are in your home country, your relationship status, marriage certificates, birth certificates, properties, business. If you have them, please provide. You also need proof of travel insurance. That's the next document you need to supply. Note that irrespective of the fact that you supplied all this document doesn't mean that you will get the visa 100% or with all certainty. But at least you stand a high chance of qualifying and getting the visa. What is the process involved? What are the processes? What are the things you need to do to apply for the German job seekers visa? Okay. So what you need to do is there's an application form and all the links that are necessary for this job seekers visa. I'm going to put them in the description box so you can just look through the description box and click on them straight away. You need to fill the application form, and once you fill the application form, then you can submit. Okay, so you fill the application form, make sure you go online and apply for a visa appointment, collect all your required documents, those that need to be transcribed. If they're not in English or German, translate them, attend the interview at the German embassy or consulate, and then you pay for the job seekers fee. The job seeker fee is about 70 to 75 euros. So you might want to convert that into your local currency. And of course, that's all you need. Questions that people might ask is, can I extend my job seekers visa? I wrote down a few questions that people might ask. Well, you cannot extend it. Once it's 6 months and you don't get a job, you have to return to your country. Okay? If you're able to find work in Germany during the time you spend there, you don't need to go back home. You'll be issued a work permit. Okay? Another question is, can I work with a German job seekers visa? No, you're not allowed to take up any employment with a job seekers visa. It's only for you to look for a job during your stay. Okay. Now, remember that I said 4 different countries have issued or started this job seekers visa. Make sure you watch the video I made about how to get a job seekers visa in Sweden. This one is about how to get a job seekers visa in Germany. And I will be making 2 other videos about how to get job seekers visa in 2 other countries within Europe. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure you share this video, like, drop a comment. I will make sure that I answer as many questions as possible. Have a lovely day. I hope to see you on another episode where I share tips on how to move to different countries across the world. This is your one and only Waka Waka Doctor. I'll see you in another video. sometime soon.